Welcome back to the Marketing Stuff Podcast. On this segment, we're going to be sharing with you news and insights that could be impacting your business and the choices that you make in marketing. So whether you are a seasoned marketing professional or a small business owner and you just want to know the things that you need to know in order to stay ahead of the game, this show has something for you. So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the shift in podcast advertising. You may or may not know this, but if you capture a customer through a podcast advertisement, or better said, people that listen to podcasts, viewers, listeners that are consistently listening to podcasts tend to be more valuable than non-podcast listeners. So what that means for you is that as a business owner, if you're looking at the value of a customer on a one-to-one basis, if you can capture a customer from a podcast, they will tend to have a longer lifetime value. Why is this important? Well, the advertising and ad spend is projected to grow on podcast ads to about $4.2 billion in 2026. Now, this was a projection or an estimate from November of 2021. I anticipate that number is actually a fair bit higher as the growth of the podcast industry has continued to grow and younger listeners are jumping onto the platform and finding shows that they can enjoy. To put that number, that $4.2 billion into perspective, in 2017, it was a little over $500 million, $0.6 billion that were being invested into podcast advertisement. What does this mean for you as a small business or marketing professional? Two things. Number one, if your business or your brand has a podcast and you are thinking about monetizing the podcast in order to take it from being a cost center to a revenue center, then this is good news for you. And it also means that if you're in a position where you haven't been getting the level of dollars that you would like to see, it could mean that in the next few years, more money will be pouring into your show because while there are a ton of shows, there are not a ton of active shows. There's a statistic out there, and please, if I misquote it, just correct me in the comments. Most shows do not make it past the 5th episode. And so while if you were to pull numbers for podcasts, you will see that the number of shows is increasing, but the active number of shows that make it past the 5th episode is pretty low. And then the shows that make it past the 12th episode is even lower. So this means that there's going to be some prime real estate for you as a marketing professional or business owner to create podcasts that meet a specific niche. But the second thing it also means for you as a business owner or marketing professional is that podcasting can become a place for you to market your business or your brand. One of the troubles that has happened in the podcast space is that it can be difficult for you to measure the results due to the large span of different platforms that are available for people to broadcast their show on. As more money pours into the space, that also means that more technology will be poured into the space. Recently, brands have been popping up to help improve the success of podcasting. One that I can think of is Decipher, which is an AI-powered podcast notes. Anchor FM was bought by Spotify. There are some other tools that are available, and I can't think of what they are right now, that are allowing people to transcribe or to take their show and then produce more podcast assets. That also means that as people get better at marketing their show, the audience size will grow, which really means this number could be much lower than we think. As we close out the show, do me a favor, in the comments below, let me know what topics you would like us to cover, or if there are any news articles that you saw come out, or comments from friends, colleagues, family members that they've shared with you about some changes that are happening in the marketing industry that you're just not clear on and you'd like us to review. Please leave that information in the comments, and we will add your comment into the show lineup. Outside of that, stay out here winning, y'all.